the distance between trains. In the town of Alder Creek, nothing arrived without leaving something behind. The railway cut straight through the middle of it, a long iron sentence dividing east from west, past from future. Ethan Moore had returned after 9 years with a single suitcase and a job he didn't plan to keep. The old station hired him to catalog records before the building was turned into a museum, paperwork for a place that no longer mattered, or so he told himself. On his second morning, he met Clara Whitfield. She wasn't waiting for a train. She never did. Clara came every day at 8:10, sat on the third bench from the wall, and opened the same brown notebook. She worked until 9, then left without looking back. Ethan noticed this pattern before he noticed her face. When he finally did, it surprised him how calm it was. Not beautiful in a way that demanded attention, beautiful in the way old towns were if you looked long enough. They spoke because rain trapped them under the station roof one afternoon. "You're new," she said, not looking up. "I'm temporary," Ethan replied. Clara smiled at that. "Everyone says that. The town decides otherwise." Their conversation stayed practical at first. Trains that no longer ran, buildings scheduled to disappear, people who left and never wrote back. There was no flirtation, no dramatic pauses, just two adults circling the same truths from different angles. Ethan learned that Clara restored old houses, not to sell them, but to keep them standing long enough to be remembered. Clara learned that Ethan once wanted to be a writer and stopped believing in that version of himself somewhere between rent and regret. "What changed?" she asked. "I stayed," she said, "when I should have gone." She nodded, as if that explained everything.
Weeks passed. The rain stopped. Summer leaned in. Their conversations grew quieter, not deeper, more precise. They didn't promise anything. They didn't talk about feelings. But when Clara didn't show up one morning, the station felt unfinished. Ethan found her at the Whitfield house, a half-collapsed Victorian on the edge of town. "It's being demolished," she said. "Tomorrow." "So this is goodbye," Ethan said. "No," Clara replied. "This is honesty." She told him she'd been offered a position in Portland, restoration work on a scale that mattered. She hadn't taken it yet because she was afraid of abandoning the places that shaped her. "And you?" she asked. "Are you still temporary?" Ethan looked at the house, at the station beyond it, at the notebook Clara still carried, filled with things she refused to let vanish. "I think I confused comfort with loyalty," he said. "They're not the same." The next morning, the demolition happened. Dust filled the air. Alder Creek lost another memory. That afternoon, 2 tickets were purchased at the station, one to Portland, one out of town. They didn't sit together on the train. They didn't hold hands. But when the train pulled away, Clara opened her notebook and Ethan opened his laptop. Different pages, same direction. And for the first time, neither felt like they were leaving something behind.